Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And spins away. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Rolling to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition so great when going back essentially through the full century of the NFL. I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. But I remember reading remember the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day, the only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Returnable for Grant. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Dolphin football. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough. On 4th down on is Colby Wadman now to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. hands it off out of the gun. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Play action. Newman. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Tua. They'll roll him out right. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now he's flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Now this defense for the Lions, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Over the middle, the tight end Shaheen with it. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Tua. Dancing to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The kick by Sanders is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. 47 yards on the ground for him so far.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Here's Newman. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Off the play fake, here's Newman. Rolling to his right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but it did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will tie us at 3-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on... They've got his man complete. The 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Will Fuller, 82 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 10-3. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The Lions on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Newman looking to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here comes Grant on the return. And that one a 55-yard punt, 13 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Corn Elder. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Newman. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now it's Newman. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On play action, here's Tua. Open man is Waddle, complete. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Newman. Flush to his right. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Newman to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 3rd down, Newman. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Tua, the final shot before half. Flushed out right. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the 2nd half gets started. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Looking to throw again on second down. Tua. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit, because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Looking to pass. Tua. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Another catch there for Waddle. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now Tua. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Play action. Now Newman. Eluding the pressure right. He'll have a first down past the 40. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. 4th down. Here's Newman. Steps away. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Sliding out of the pocket. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Newman. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. And now here's a carry heading left. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 24.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still get the...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Newman. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On second down, here's Newman. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true. It's actually right.
It happens more often than you might think. Off of play action, Tagovailoa on the move to his left. Here's Fuller with a catch. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Going to give this time to the tailback. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 2nd and 12, Tua, and he's got it. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. From the 8, it's 3rd and goal. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. 109 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go play action with Newman. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And the Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.